Previously on Horrible Film Recaps.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 like a southern stream.
And now, on to our feature presentation.
What you're about to see is a work of silly satire. If you are easily triggered by politics, please, turn back now. This is not real. It has puppets, for Christ's sake. A long time ago, 1,000 years from now, give or take an hour, the dawn of the new millennium. It was a beautiful place, green with the trees and plants on a winter's day. There was also a taco food cart. But something happened in the plot of this recap that changed everything. When these weird weirdos, looking all weird, showed up, staring at the dark crystal of democracy, which is not a metaphor, that would be silly. These Republicans have ruled for 1,000 years, but not like lovers do. And a new election comes in 3 days' time, and like Christmas, they must stop it from coming, or they will have to get real jobs. On the other side of town, 2 towns over, are a party of creatures that are slow at getting shit done. I guess we'll call them Dunocrats? Yeah, that'll work. And it is time for the daily ritual of whining about things. Deep in the secret garden, known as Fred Penner's place, lies Jen playing his skin flute for the perverted creatures and Alfie. When a teletext came over the wire, Jen was called back to the rally point. One of the creatures was about to discover electricity the hard way.
Close the door. Were you raised in a barn?
You don't have a door. What do you want? You interrupted naked time.
I need you to empty my food dish.
That is a chamber pot.
It can be 2 things. Anywho, I have summoned you, for you see, you are of legal age to grow a mustache and vote. And your ass will vote to bring us back into power.
But voting is hard and stupid.
You must go to the voters' registration office, as illustrated here in my poop soup bowl. So here's no money for bus fare. And before you go, don't forget to empty my butt bowl while it's still warm.
Well, I'll show myself out the door. That's not there.
Jen stealthily and sneakily backed his way out of the ceremonial sex hut and transitioned into his wild hair phase as he journeyed to the voters' registration office. Meanwhile, where laws are supposed to be made, at the do-nothing room, the chamber members stand around, doing nothing, which they normally do. However, this time they decide to do something, other than standing around, doing nothing as usual, before we came to this scene.
We should do something.
We should cut the budget like cheese to make it look like we do something around here.
I should cut social services.
I will cut taxes.
Bring out the budget.
This rock formation is in no way a metaphoric representation of a real budget. But if you think it is, okay, but it really isn't. We're not that clever around here. Using their executive slashing pens, the trimidation of the budget is at hand. Taking a strike at taxes for the rich, Wilt Chamberlain cut just the right amount. But General Mills knows there's a lot of takers out there. He castrates social services. And just like any male after doing it, he gloats to the crowd.
How can we sucker more uninformed people into voting against their own interests?
We will send pollsters to bring undecided voters here to brainwash them.
I like this plan. I'm glad to be a part of it.
Turn on the pollsters.
Chamberlain gets out of his street clothes real quick to get ready for basketball practice.
Now, let's all go to the lobby and get ourselves a treat.
Let's have punch and pie.
Lunch time!
I'm gonna have so much pie, my butt will explode.
In the velvet darkness, in the blackest cave, Jen comes to a giant door.
Shut the damn door! Were you raised in a barn? What the f*** are you doing here at the voters' registration office?
I'm here to get a ballot, like the ones the movie stars are talking about.
Ah, crap! You're one of them voters. Always sucking at the teat of big government. Every election, you vote badly and things up.
What does this big hunk of do?
It makes ballots, numbnuts.
It seems overly complicated and unnecessary.
That's government for you.
Jen stared at the big hunk of while Orkra looked for the Whitman sample box of ballots. Jen thought loudly, to you, the viewer.
This woman is nuts.
You want a ballot? Well, here you go. Take one and get the out.
What do I do with it?
You stick it up your ass. What do you mean? What do I do with it? You vote with it. Now get out.
In downtown Lidsville, not a drug reference by the way, the local discotheque was hot and jumping. I believe all the patrons were zonked up, but I can't be sure. I'm not cool or tall enough to go into a place like this. The pollsters break through the gingerbread-like walls to get at the creamy-like voters within. The cabbage crab dolls were grabbed like rag dolls, jammed into crab cages like lobsters for an all-expenses-paid trip to the fun focal group, Repatriotic Prison. Jen woke up in a pool of someone sick when Darth Maul approached, but this was more sinister than any Sith Lord. It was a liberal. And how do I know this? Watch and learn, kids.
I'm Kira, the liberal.
That's narrator power, baby.
You're killing billions of microscopic organisms with your toxic stinky feet.
Jen had found a way to Kira's heart.
We should go over there.
Okay, just because you say so. I think you're lost.
Jen wandered 2 steps into the unknown world. At least it wasn't a dubstep. Booyah!
Ooh, it's a Banksy. I read about him on the radio.
What does this have to do with the recap?
This is what we call plot exposition. See here. It says, go to the Capitol and vote, dumbass. Augur already told you this.
Yeah, this is your ballot. You go to the Capitol to vote with it, dumbass.
Yes, dumbass. You go to the Capitol with the ballot and vote.
I think the viewers got that plot point, or should we keep hammering it?
Watch out, Jen. That Wilt Chamberlain, he got game.
I'll take you to the Capitol. You can go vote, and I'll introduce your girlfriend to the Harlem Globetrotters.
She's not my girlfriend.
What do you mean? We slept together.
No, we cut that scene.
Come on. Meet sweet Lou Dunbar. We'll all get in my souped-up Geo Metro.
We won't all fit.
Come on, we'll take public transportation.
Sweet Lou Dunbar.
Next stop, the Ira Needlebaum Fun Focal Group, Repatriation Prison.
Deep in the bunghole of the Ira Needlebaum Fun Focal Group, Repatriation Prison, the undecided voters are strapped on and down for a rocking good time watching political ads.
Now, stare into the great low-res ice cube, and all your wants and sexual fears will be fulfilled.
This is the patriotic part.
Should we stand up?
No.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of rain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy goodly brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Let it be known, watching political ads will drain your life. However, mixed with tangy flavor fish eyeballs Jell-O makes for a tasty beverage. New from Lizard Squishins. Your taste buds will hate you for it. After being dropped off at the Capitol bus terminal, which we didn't show because there is no footage of it, Jen and Kira come to the horrifying entrance to the Capitol, which is a metaphor for the horrifying things that go on in the real Capitol. But this isn't the real Capitol, just a metaphor. Jen entered and fell into the open sewer, which is a metaphor for the Capitol. Kira didn't see this because she was looking for the beauty salon. When she found it, alas, it wasn't a beauty salon, but a propaganda salon. Kira suddenly remembered her liberal training and started spouting progressive slogans.
Corporate taxes! Single-payer healthcare! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Some of these slogans made sense to the Republican, but liberalism is disorienting, and it cost him his life, if only he had railings installed. Kira suddenly had to use the indoor outhouse. Jen found his way out of the sewer with the help of turtles, the samurai pizza kind, and just in time to find the crystal of democracy, all steamy and sexy-like, ready for a ballot to be thrust into its pink opening. Now I need a cigarette. Oh, and Kira found her way there, somehow. She thought,
Man, he should have used his stunt double. If he can do it, so can I.
but Kira's no Jackie Chan. She's not even Peter Chan. Peter Pan.
You should have stuck the landing. Hey everybody, look at me. Look at me!
Jen was gonna vote, even though he doesn't know how.
Well, welcome to heaven. You have f***ed up voting, destroyed democracy, and the building for which it stood for, metaphorically. Way to go!
Are we in heaven?
Go back to sleep.
Yo, angels! How the did I die? I wasn't even in the goddamn building!
Whoa, look at the time. Gotta go!
I guess that metaphorically concludes the movie recap. Here is someone with a final thought on what is the metaphor of this movie. Good day to you all.